Hello, my convicts and convict headshots. It is Isaac of Convict bringing you guys and gals another unboxing video. As you all know, 47 people, if you didn't know, 47 people voted, and it was 74% of the vote. So 47 people giving 74% of the vote between two items. Now, if you didn't follow me or you don't follow me, in the communities tab on my main channel, when you go on there, there's community at the top. And if you click on that tab, it'll actually show anything I put out there to the community, to either myself or I think it goes out to everybody else as well, who may be searching. I'm not sure if that's true or not, if it's just people who subscribe to you or our members as well. Salute your members, appreciate you. And yeah, so 47 people voted, 74% voted for a new PC. So we had two options. We had a 120 hertz monitor, or we had building a new PC. Now I've got the PC already and I was going to build it for next year or towards the end of next year. But because obviously people voted and I've had a chance of being able to borrow some money, obviously that's the only way I've been able to physically be able to do this, because I do have someone who borrows money out for a fee, certain fee, and then you can, obviously, you get the idea, you get the gist. Something I want to do, because obviously I miss a lot not being able to have a PC and use PC with gaming. And if you go back into my channel to the point where I was calling myself John R1S, some of you may know of that already in my early videos. You'll notice I used to do recordings on PC, and you could see me, and it was so cool because you don't have to worry about the issues and problems of PS5 and PS4. Something I hoped that they'd actually fix with PS5, because obviously with the switching tab, you would have thought you could just switch games and you would still remain broadcasting. Unfortunately, you don't. You end broadcast every single time, which is kind of annoying. Sony, please fix that problem. I know obviously you want to protect people from seeing certain screens, but surely the home screen doesn't display anything that can be used or people can steal. So I don't know. I don't get the idea of why Sony did that and didn't just do it so it would continue recording. Even with the HDCP turned off, it still allows you to not record, or it'll end broadcast at any point that it feels like it's a copyrighted or it's a sensitive piece of material, which is kind of annoying. Anyway, so today's unboxing, we are unboxing some of the parts, and unfortunately I don't have everything. It's going to be looking like Thursday is going to be the official day I have most of the parts. There's still then one part I don't have, which is going to be really annoying, and that is the graphics card. I've been looking online yesterday and last night. I can't find a graphics card anywhere, and especially not the ones that I want. It seems to be every graphics card, such as like the 2070, the 1080, any of them, even the 1660, is impossible to find on Amazon. No one is selling them, and there's only one I've seen, I think, and they were selling it at £500, and I ain't paying £500 for a graphics card. You must be joking. Come on, scalpers, get out. Anyway, so we're going to unbox the parts we've got here. We've got another part coming on Tuesday, another part coming on Thursday, and obviously then we can then actually start the physical build of the whole thing, because we'll have the main bag of mashings. It's just the graphics card at that point that we're missing. Now we do have a 1050 Ti upstairs, but I don't know if it works, which is in the system already. I will show off the system as well, and give you a bit of an idea of what it looks like for those that might not have seen it. If you haven't, if you go back in my videos, or I'll try and link in this video itself the video with the case in the background when I was talking about it. So without further ado, let's unbox these and let's have a look. So I've taken off all the addresses and everything, so there's no way I'm going to dox myself, as they call it. I just don't know why it's called doxing, but okay. So this is the first piece, and here we are. It's an SSD, the Crucial SSD. I thought I'd try this one out. It's 1 terabyte Crucial SSD. I'm going to see what we're going to do. As you can see, it's 1000 gigabyte. I don't know if you can see that, but 1000 gigabyte MX500 2.5 SSD. This is going to obviously be for the storage side. What I'm looking to doing is having an M.2 being the physical operating system, a 1 terabyte or 500 gigabyte SSD. Now the next piece, obviously we can talk a little bit more about that in a moment, what we could potentially do if we feel necessary, but I don't know if it would be good to have it the way it's going to be or in that kind of sense, but I'll explain a little bit more about that in just a moment. So there we go. So there's the SSD from Crucial. And now for the main piece to la resistance. Let's just get these flappy bits off. There we go. Right, I'll put the box down here for a moment. So the next one I'm going to show here is the hard drive mounting kit. I bought this just in case. Now I do have a hard drive already, an SSD already with it in the case itself. It doesn't necessarily need a mounting kit, but it was only $9.99. This is only £10 for this. And I thought, well, you know, seeing as it's not that expensive, I'll buy it anyway. And it comes with some cool extras such as SATA RAID cables, which will obviously go with the Crucial SSD here. And then it's got some screws and obviously the mounting bracket and everything I need on there. This is mainly what you get. You get some cables, you get some SATA RAID cables, and then you get the main mounting case or the main mounting bracket, and it comes with a handy little screwdriver as well, which is pretty cool. And there you go. That's the physical mounting bracket, which will fit in to the PC. Now I don't know if that's going to work, but to be honest, I'm not too bothered. If this doesn't fit, I'm not too fussed. It's only $9.99 and it gives me the cables I wanted anyway, rather than buying these separately, which wouldn't probably cost that much anyway to buy these. But I just thought the sake of getting these essentially, and this one is a slightly different one which has a slightly different converting like connector at the bottom. You can see it's got that kind of L shape on there for that connector. So we bought that just for the sake of having the cables mainly, but if however it does mount on that and it's not going to obscure, because where the actual SSD is going to sit is actually on one of the sides with the glass panels. The glass panel sitting on that side is at the back of the PC, the back side of the PC on you know, one of the physical sides, not the actual back where the power supply is, but on one of the sides where the motherboard will sit there, and then the case is there. The actual glass panels there. It's quite a smart, quite a tight fit. So I don't think this will potentially fit that very tight space, unfortunately. But like I said, I'm not too fussed. This one potentially I'm not too bothered about. So yeah, so mounting bracket SSD. And now for, what's this? Oh yeah, this is the thermal paste. I decided to go with Ions thermal. It's got a 5-year warranty, thermal grease it's called. I thought I'd try this out. It got really good reviews, so I'm assuming this is quite good. And it's got thermal conductivity, extreme performance, nano technology, easy to apply, perfect for gaming and overclock, works stable under high temperature, non-electricity, so it's not obviously conductive in any way. So I'm not really going to take that out because it's kind of pointless, but you all get what it'll be. It's a syringe with some thermal paste in there. And for the last piece, the big piece of the everything, and this is the ROG Strix B450F gaming motherboard. There you go. So this is going to be the housing, the Republic of Gamers, and it's nice. It is AMD Ryzen Desktop 2000 ready. It's got socket AM4. It does support Ryzen. It does support VR as well, which is something else I wanted to have a look into in the future. And here we are. Very nice. So actually I'll lift it up because we should be okay. But there we go. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because of the lighting, but there you go. So let me take this bad boy out for a moment. Let's have a quick look. So as you can see, it lifts up and out. It's in its own little sleeve here. There you go. You probably can't see it because of the plastic. You also get this. Game off, you may enter, and game on, you shall not pass. So you've got that and that to put on the door. Game off, and you shall not pass. We've got the obvious manual here, talking about obviously how to install the M.2, where to put the AIO cooler and stuff, a little bit into the actual specs of what happens when you go into the BIOS of the actual thing itself. A little bit more information into like companies and addresses, telephone numbers. Not that important, to be honest. We've got some very nice I don't know what these are, like little cables. I'm not sure what these are. Oh, I'm guessing like these are the cables obviously that will connect to the board somewhere, or connect stuff to the actual motherboard. I'm not sure. We've got a understand style, some form of little card from the company. Obviously the installation CD to install stuff. And then we've got some lovely stickers. Very nice. Some lovely flashy stickers. I'll put these back in here so I don't lose them. I want to keep everything together where possible. We could probably take this out. Just have a quick nosy at it. There we go. If I hold it carefully on there, you can see the board now, the physical board. And it's got this at the side here, so it doesn't need no sort of like face plate. It's already got like the face plate that's built into this. There we go. Looking very, very nice. Now hopefully this will fit my case. From what I saw, it should do. I can't see there being any issues or problems with that fitting the case. So fingers crossed, we shouldn't have any issues. I'm going to put this back away now, just purely so that no static or anything gets on the board. There we go. Put you back in there. Put you back in there. And tuck it nicely away. There you go. So, what do you think? I actually think it's a really nice motherboard. It only costs just slightly over £80, and it's going to serve its purpose, I think, for what we need. I didn't want too special, potentially, but it does have a CPU AMD socket for AMD Ryzen, so it does 2nd gen Ryzen with Radeon Vega graphics and Ryzen 1st generation processors. It's the AMD B450 chipset. It has 4 times DIMMs, max 64 gigabytes, DDR4 3200 megahertz, unbuffered memory. It's got expansion slots for 2nd gen processors, 2 PCIe 3.0 x 16 support x 16 x 8 and x 4, AMD Ryzen with Radeon Vega graphics processors, 1 PCIe 3.0 x 16 supports 8 times mode and B450 chipset, 1 PCIe 2.0 x 16 max at x4 and 3 at 2.0 x 1. Storage, and it says AMD 2nd generation processors. It's got 1 times M.2 free with M3. 1 times M.2 socket free with M key PCIe 3.0 x 4 and SATA modes, and then 1 times M.2 socket free with M key PCIe, again same sort of thing, and then 1 times M2 with M key PCIe 3.0 x 4 SATA mode, SATA times 6 SATA 6 gigabit ports on there as well. Just the normal stuff at the back. Supreme FX channel audio, optical as well. There's Intel Ethernet 3.1 x 2, display ports, HDMI. Then we've got supports MD3 Crossfire X technology as well. It's got USB 3.1 2 times. It's got some more USB 3.1 Gen 1 ports times 6, some 2.0 ports times 6, and the ATX form factor 12 by 12 over 6, 9.6, 30.5 centimeters times 24 on there as well. So yeah, not bad at all. So there we go. There's the motherboard. I will double check, make sure this all fits and everything when I've got some spare time and I'm not too interrupted by Rio or anything like that. But there we go. Here is what we're going to be putting in the system. I think it's going to be pretty good. I think it's got everything it needs at the moment. Like I said, the main parts or the main actual, physical parts that I will need won't come until at least Thursday next week. So you're talking Friday or maybe Monday the week after, before the system's actually physically built, because it won't take me long to put it together. And there we go. What do you think? So hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't take too long to get it all set up and put together, and we'll run through. I'm hoping it fits the case. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Will it fit the case? Because I'm not too sure the size. But like I said, I checked online. I did go online and I read some information about another particular thing. Because if you go to Amazon, it actually tells you what dimensions, what the fan spacings need to be, what the power supply space was. And I kind of didn't look at that and ended up with a power supply that wouldn't fit it, which was kind of annoying. But I noticed that if I took off the metal piece on the actual underneath where the fan is for the power supply, it would actually fit. And it's only just like a little tacky, plasticky, like little metal guard thing, which is perfectly protected from where it was anyway. There's nothing to put pressure on the fan or anything, because it's just a big gaping hole waiting for the fan to be fitted in. And then it's got like a mesh vent, a mesh piece that clips and that actually stops all the dust from pulling up into the system anyway. So it's got everything it needs to protect it. And plus, it's only like a little grill, like a little metal grill, circle metal grill. So it wasn't going to obviously stop dust or anything from being pulled up into the system anyway. So, it's not too much of a problem, obviously, once that's fitted in. But like I said, I had a quick look online and it does say it fits a mini ATX, but it also fits MATX and ATX system as well, so it should fit. And I've seen one of them where they've got two huge graphics cards next to each other for the Crossfire function, and then they had the big cooling block with the heatsink, those big chunky heat sinks with the cooling system to it attached, and it looked like a big board, so I'm definitely sure it will fit. But you know, I have a terrible habit of sometimes getting things wrong, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it does fit. I'm definitely sure it should do, but yeah, I'll keep you up to date on that one, I guess, and we'll figure it out. But I'm not going to get it all out now and try and mess about putting it together at the moment. I think I'll probably leave it till possibly later tonight when he's asleep and bring the system down and try and put it together and see what happens. But yeah, and like I said, not until Thursday. Thursday is when the CPU and the RAM comes on Tuesday. So physically, I can't do anything until the Ryzen comes, which is a 2600, and then we've got some memory that's coming as well. I'm not sure what the memory was. I can't remember. I know it's some RGB memory that's coming as well, and that'll come on Tuesday. And then obviously, like I said, Thursday, and then we'll see what we can do from there, because the only one major piece we don't have that's left will be obviously the graphics card, and if we do want to put some M.2 memory, and that's about it, then it's just maybe little bits and pieces such as like a mouse mat. I really wanted to get another mouse mat I've seen, and it's a really, really chunky RGB mouse mat, which will work. And then we've got our old pieces that we've got here, which I could probably actually show you this for those that haven't seen it. If I can get it out of this. There we go. Managed to get it out. So obviously those who've been with me for a long time will have seen this before, but for those who are quite new, such as Pixie, our convict cat, salute Pixie. This is the